What's up, family? Welcome back to another legendary reaction video. Over here, family, we like to take a deep dive into the lyricism, understand the lyricism, and see where the valuable message lies. And then after that, family, we like to see how we can apply that value to our lives to continue to be greater individuals. However, family, before we take a deep dive into the video, I always like to break down the background theme meaning of the song. So, with no further ado, let's get into it. Foo Fighters, The Pretender, because this is obviously a cover from The Warning. Shout out to The Warning. Amazing group, amazing group. I love their music. I love their beats. I love their songs that they do create. But this is a cover, and I like to give the credit to not only The Warning, but also the original creators of the song, which is the Foo Fighters, because she's covering the Foo Fighters. The song is called The Pretender. It's a powerful rock anthem that delves into the themes of identity, resistance, and authenticity. The song's aggressive tone and driven rhythm underscores its message of defiance against those who seek to manipulate or control. The repeated question, "What if I say I'm not like others?" serves as a rallying cry for individuality and a refusal to conform to the expectations of others, particularly those in positions of power or influence. The lyrics suggest a struggle against being pigeonholed or used as a pawn in someone else's game, with the term quote unquote pretender likely referring to those who are disingenuous or deceitful. The protagonist of the song is determined to maintain their integrity, repeatedly stating that they will never surrender. This sentiment is reinforced by the imagery of skeletons and secrets, which can be interpreted as the hidden truths and the inner workings of society that are often kept from public view. The song's narrative challenges the listener to question their own identity with the line, "So who are you?" prompting introspection about one's true self versus the facade they may present to the world. The Foo Fighters, led by frontman Dave Grohl, are known for their anthematic rock sound and thought-provoking lyrics. The Pretender is emblematic of their style, combining high energy music with lyrics that encourage listeners to think critically about the world around them. The song's message of standing firm in the face of duplicity and maintaining one's sense of self is a universal theme that resonates with many. So, with no further ado, family, let's get straight into the video.
Keep you in the dark, you know they all pretend. Keep you in the dark, and so it all began. Sending your skeletons, sing as the bones come marching in again.
This had to be when they were way, way younger, coming up. Because the voice sounds so different compared to the songs they do now. Obviously, that takes growth. Obviously, I know family. Um, but yeah, man, it's amazing how to see that growth. And this was like what 4 years ago, I think this song was. But let's continue, family. Not to get off subject.
They need you very deep. The secrets that you keep are ever ready. Are you ready? I'm finished making sense. Completing ignorance. I hold defense. Spinning infinity void. The wheel is sending me. It's never ending. Never ending. Story.
Okay, so the intro, she said, "Keep you in the dark. You know they all pretend. Keep you in the dark, so it all began." However, let's continue. I think theory wise, you know, I feel like this is basically saying keep you in the dark. You know they are pretend. I believe that a lot of the song is about a dual meaning pertaining to the context. From a political system standpoint, intentional lack of health education, or it could be like the political lies they spout in our faces. But the second meaning is that adults have kept you in the dark about how grievous the pain of mental anguish is and how to deal with it. Depression really doesn't just go away. The ones who have it are not or pretending the ones sorry family. The ones who have it are pretending not to. Even the ones with good lives still have lows and we all pretend we don't. I don't believe this idea primes the song in a different light, but the lyrics following this are all within one's head who's struggling in life. That's the line of keeping you in the dark. They are pretend. That's my commentary on that. Keep you in the dark, and so I'll begin. It's the modern institutionalization of lies and deceptions begins with Plato's theory of forms. This rationalization for the attempted re recertification of fantasy is embodied in in his allegory of the cave, which just about every politician has studied. Since then, persons in position of authority have usurped or assumed and maintained that authority by circumventing their targets or willing followers, means of understanding facts, manipulating their emotions in order to control their beliefs. Controlling what one believes then will control what one does. As such, persons, cultures, societies, and even entire civilizations can be controlled not by brute force, but by words. It is therefore advantageous for such authority figures to keep their subjects in the dark. Now we go into verse 1. Sin in your skeletons, sing as their bones go marching in again. The need you bury deep, the secrets that you keep are ever ready. Are you ready? I'm finished making sense, done pleading ignorance. That whole defense, spinning infinity, boy, the wheel is spinning, it's never ending, same old story. Mm, mm. So what I get from that family, it seems like Dave addressed in the intro, the ones in the dark, the ones who help out a pretender. But on this verse, he addresses the pretender rising against him. His secrets won't be hidden anymore, and his uprising is about to begin. Let's continue. Run it back to the chorus. That said a lot right there, that hook or chorus. What if I say I'm not like the others? What if I say I'm just another one of your plays? You're the pretender. What if I say I would never surrender? What if I say I'm not like the others? What if I say I'm just another one of your plays? You are the pretender. What if I say that I'll never surrender? Those who pretend, those who require to keep you in the dark, may target you as their play or mark. In the words of a previous Foo Fighters song, they're always getting the best of you. But Dave swears he'll never give in. He refuses to surrender. Put in a political, physical spin on it, or philosophical spin on it. Authority figures usurp, assume, and maintain control through the institutionalization of lies and deception. Yet, by appealing to one's sense instead of their emotions, the oppressed masses can employ their resonating abilities, exercise them, and thus either affirm or deny the ideas to which they are introduced instead of just swallowing what the authorities say. Let's continue. listen to verse 2. In time or so I'm told, I'm just another soul for sale. Oh well. The page is out of print. We are not permanent. We are temporary. Temporary, same old story. We get one chance at life, and it doesn't last forever. It's called to action, to make your time count while you have it. And it's also a warning to tyrants that no regime, no empire, no reign can last forever. Mm.
I'm the voice inside your head you refuse to hear. I'm the face that you have to face, evading yourself. I'm what's left, I'm what's right, I'm the enemy. I'm the hand that will take you down, bring you to your
Tell them,
knees.
girl.
So who are you? Yeah, who are you? Yeah, who are you? Yeah, who are you? Keep you in the dark, you know they all pretend.
Mm. So she said with the bridge, I'm the voice inside your head you refuse to hear. I'm the voice that you have to face, mirroring your stare. I'm what's left, I'm what's right. I'm the enemy. I'm the hand that'll take you down, bring you to your knees. So who are you? Yeah, who are you? Yeah, who are you? Yeah, who are you? Keep you in the dark. You don't know they'll pretend. As established in my other commentary here, Plato can be understood as a metaphor for any pretender, while Aristotle, like we're going into Greek mythology here, Aristotle is a metaphor for anyone who is not like the others. In this way, Aristotle is Plato's enemy, and that understanding trounces belief, for the former begets the latter and never vice versa. Look at Raphael's painting school of Athens. Plato is gesturing that knowledge comes from somewhere out there or unreal, and Aristotle is gesturing that knowledge begins right here in front of us with what is real. The method of Aristotle is the means of bringing the method of Plato back down to earth into its subsequent, subsequent invalidation. So, who are you? Do you understand in order to believe, or do you believe and thus claim to understand? That's my question to you guys, family. Do you understand in order to believe, or do you believe that's order to understand? Hmm. 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 Amazing song, man. Legendary performance in this legendary film. Impactful song that speaks volumes because it's centered around the whole song encapsulates belief, right? And a lot of people sometimes have a different process of believing. Some people are more naive than others. Some people are not. Some people seek understanding. Some people believe to understand. Doesn't mean that what they're believing is truly right because they're believing first before they understand. But over here, family, we like to have amazing conversation, great dialogue within the comments below. So I leave you with the question again. Do you understand to believe, or do you believe first to understand? Comment down below. I'm curious to get you guys' perspective. You want my answer? I have to understand to believe. Because with no understanding, you don't know what you stand for. You stand for something, you fall for anything. But if you fall for anything, that means it can lead to your own destruction. You can be fed anything like lies and deception if you fall for anything. But if you stand for something, you have the full understanding. What is it a person to operate in a relationship with no understanding, but they believe they have a concept or ideal relationship? Isn't that delusion? Isn't that fantasy? Fantasy doesn't stand for reality. And without reality, then there can be no understanding. And if you want to gear more to fantasy, then you'll fall in a case of delusion where at the end of the day, you want to believe what you want to believe. How naive and how selfish. And at the end of the day, if you feel that way, where you just come to a fantasy and believe in fantasy, then at the end of the day, you may not have the best interest of yourself or loved ones around you that you truly love. And then what is a person to not have the best interest of themselves or others? How can they continue to succeed and be successful and thrive? Because they're not embracing really reality. And no matter how you put it, they'll be keep running away from reality, embracing fantasy, as reality is right behind them, and just a turn away to realize the truth. Reality is truth. Fantasy is made up. You can make it up to what you want it to be, but doesn't mean it's truth. So I stand for understanding to believe. And I ask you, do you believe to understand or do you understand to believe? Let the love supersede the hate, family. Spread that peace, love, and positivity. Until next time, family,